Happy New Year, everybody. Today is the first day of 2018. I am in New York City in the frigid, sub-freezing temperatures. Indoors, always like suffering because I really like running outside, and I'm not running outside these days because I don't want to get frostbite. I am running on the treadmill, which is not my favorite thing to do, but you got to do what you got to do. I hope you guys made some excellent resolutions for 2018. I have had the most wonderful New Year's Eve here in New York, and today we have a performance of Hansel and Gretel, and our last performance is on Saturday, January the 6th, and that will be a radio broadcast, so everybody please tune in and listen to our performance of Hansel and Gretel here from the Metropolitan Opera. I love singing here. It's awesome. Like, it's amazing. I have to say, it's as amazing as it sounds. It really is. Living the dream. 2017 was amazing. I had a beautiful year. I sang my first ORPHÉE in Lausanne. I sang a recital in Washington, D.C., which was recorded, and we made a beautiful CD with and without, which I want to thank everybody who purchased a copy. You can still purchase copies, of course, on my website, but everybody that's been listening to it on Spotify and iTunes, and I've gotten lots of messages about it, and I'm just so grateful to everybody for tuning in and for enjoying it, because it was a really special program for me and for Vlad Iftinka, who played the piano magnificently, of course. And I'm going to do another recital coming up soon, but I'm going to talk about that in a second. What else did we do this past season? Then we went to Munich to sing in Führung, which I have done every season for 5 seasons, and I'm going to do it again this season. Then I went to Amsterdam to sing Rigoletto. Of course, I love Amsterdam. That's my favorite city in the whole world. Like, I just love it. I don't know. I'm obsessed with that place. And I sang Rigoletto there. I sang Gilda in Rigoletto there. It was amazing. I love singing there. I love Luca Salsi. I love Damiano Micheletto. I love Saimir Pirgu. I just had the most wonderful time. It was so great. And we just bonded. You know, it's just one of those things where you get a cast together, everybody's friends on and off stage, and you just have a great time. And in Glyndebourne, had a very beautiful experience singing Don Pasquale, singing my first ever performances of Norina. That was really special for me because I'd never been to Glyndebourne, and I loved it. It was so fun, so beautiful, great way to spend the summer. While I was there, I had a last-minute fill-in to sing Gilda in Paris at the Bastille, and that was my debut at the Bastille. And a friend of mine, a colleague, was sick, and I filled in for her 2 performances. It was really well received, really kind of a whirlwind weekend for me, but it ended up really being a special experience because, you know, those things happen. You know, you fill in for people, or people get sick, people cancel, and that's a big part of kind of life, you know, our lives or whatever. But it was really, I felt very kind of, it was just a rush. Like, you go in, you learn it in one day, you go on stage, and the audience is so wonderful. I mean, the Paris audience is amazing. I also sang a concert in Paris later on my birthday, concert performances of Falstaff. That was really fun. What else did we do? Then I went on vacation to Yellowstone. That was amazing. Yellowstone National Park. I don't think it's my favorite national park I've ever been to, but I love going to national parks. Like, I'm ticking them off one by one. And I think, as of now, my favorite is Lassen Volcanic National Park. I've never seen a place more beautiful than that. But still, Yellowstone was magic. I mean, it was so unique and different. I'd never been to Wyoming, never been to Idaho, never seen a buffalo like that close. They were everywhere, by the way. Like, buffalo, oh my God. And it was snowing in September. I mean, it was awesome. It was really great. I think I want to go back in a warmer season and see if it's different. But I remembered the extraordinary landscape. Like, it's so dramatic in Wyoming, especially at the Grand Teton National Park, which is just south of Yellowstone. Unbelievable. Like, jaw-dropping gorgeous. Jaw-dropping gorgeous, I think. And some of the things that we saw were really great. Really gorgeous. Just like, wow. I mean, I don't know if I could even pick a national park that's my favorite now that I think about it. Like, honestly, I think it's Lassen. But anyway, it was amazing, and I totally want to go back. Then I went to London to sing Lucia at the Royal Opera House. That was amazing. Like, to make a debut in Covent Garden in that role is like something I couldn't even have dreamed would ever happen for me, and ended up being a really major success, probably the most important, significant step in my entire career. And I'm so grateful to everybody that went to that, everybody that has written to me on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, and everywhere. Just I've gotten such a really beautiful response from that because everybody just really took something major from it, and it just means the world to me, because that role is not easy to sing or perform, and the production was very demanding. And I gave everything. Like, I just threw my heart and soul into it and just hoped that it would be a success. And everybody was amazing and so generous. So I'm just so grateful for that, because I'll never forget how important, how significant that was for me. It's experiences like that, you know, that keep you going, you know. That's why we do it. And now I'm here in New York doing Hansel and Gretel, and it's awesome. It's freezing cold outside, but people are coming to the opera and sitting in a nice warm theater and enjoying this gorgeous music that is so significant, so just moving music, emotional music, and it sounds like Wagner, and everybody loves it. And what's not to like, you know? After this, I go back to Munich to sing a couple more performances of Entführung, and then I'm going to have a recital. So I was talking about that earlier. In Tucson, we're going to give a recital. Michael Borowitz, who plays the piano, he works at LSU. He's an extraordinary pianist and collaborative musician. I love working with him. He and I are going to do a recital together for the Tucson Desert Song Festival on January the 30th. And if you're around, I hope that you can come and see that. We're going to see if we can try to make a record of some of it, because it'd be really nice to have some of those songs recorded, because it's going to be a lot of new pieces for me. Then after that, we are going to go to LA to sing my first ever performances of Eurydice in ORPHÉE et Eurydice by Glück, the French version of Orfeo. And that production is a collaboration with the Joffrey Ballet. So I actually get to go to Chicago to do some special training, because I have not one day of ballet training to my credit. I have zero dance background, so they're gonna need to primp and prime me a little bit for it. But I hope to be convincing. I hope to do my very, very best. I really love singing early repertoire like that, because I think it's very, it just has a lot of emotional power to it, and it's beautiful music, and I love singing in French, of course. So anyway, our next newsletter will be out in the first week of April, so keep an eye out for that. As always, thank you so much for following me and for all the support that you guys are always giving me. I'm so grateful. I know that as an artist, our job in a lot of ways is to just bring the light and bring the positivity and bring beauty into people's lives, because people really need theater, they need music, and opera is kind of the culmination of all the art forms. So I'm so grateful always to be doing this day by day. It is just my life's dream, honestly. So thank you all so much, and have a healthy and happy 2018. Happy New Year.